My name is Patrick Moronga, and I'm the acting youth leader for COD. Well, basically, COD is a political party that deals mostly with youth concerns. We are here to encourage the youth to start up their own businesses, try to create job opportunities for people out there, trying to introduce free education not only for pre-primary school or primary school, but also for secondary school learners, for tertiary as well. So basically, that is what COD is, and that is what we are here to talk about tonight.
Thank you.
My name is Benson Kashiriowa. I'm the Secretary General. My name is Benson Kashiriowa from the DTA Youth League. I'm the Secretary General. We are here as a election talk, and the principle of the DTA is just to see each and every Namibian youth to at least to start with a business, to be responsible for their education and everything what is affecting. But the problem here in our country is when you look at the youth and all over, it's a challenge. And the question is, say, the current government is investing in the youth or not? That's a big question. But unfortunately, when you look at the current situation that we have now, it's not even there to the youth. That's why you see a lot of youth in the street and all over that they are unemployment. So that's why we are here to say this time around, we are not going to give the youth to go and vote for the current situation, the current government, so that they can be at the same place or even worse than this. So that's why we want them to go and change their mind to say, no, this time let's vote for a change, at least for a DT of Namibia.
Thank you very much.
I'm Olsen Kahiriri, representing NEF. I'm actually Commissar of Communication or Propaganda. You see, I'm here to represent an organization called a mass movement, which is inspired by the working class and the poor people. You see, the reason why we've been driven to start a political party called NEF is actually, the question is, the youth is or should be the center stage of any development of any country. So we started a revolutionary movement on the mere fact that if the Namibian young people join in the revolution, it ought to take us somewhere. Because what we are saying is the working class. Why are we saying we are representing the working class? The working class are the people that are building this nation. But what do they get after they reach the age of 60? That's a pension of $600 for someone who has built a nation called Namibia. This is not acceptable because we have been put in a pattern whereby someone should be born, grow up, go to school, pay bills, and die. If you try and move away from that pattern, then you are challenging the current leaders. So that's why we say at NEF, in order for any country to move into a certain path, you must take the youth along. The Namibian leaders are afraid of the young people. They are afraid because the young people, they don't fight with guns. They fight with innovation. They fight with new technology, new methods of doing things. If we take countries like Burkina Faso, in 1983, was run by a 33-year-old young man, the only African leader who tested socialism in Africa. These are a young man. Today, all African leaders have failed from Pan-Africanism. So that's why we say, young people, all the problems that are happening in this country, we are complaining and saying that the ruling party is not doing much to change the situation in our country. I am not blaming the ruling party. I'm blaming the Namibian people because you still keep on giving them the mandate to change the situation or continue to mess up this country. That's why we say, you are the center stage of turning around the wheel. If certain individuals are the only capable people to have land in this country, then you have to make another decision.
Thank you.
Oh, my name is Prolaste Gweumenga. He's from the Nuto Youth League, spokesperson. Nuto is here to say, without any hesitation, Nuto is here to face this upcoming election. We have been involving in the youth activity, and within this arena, we are very clear that we're just going the thematically area where we are going to tackle the issue of political issue, the legal issue, economical issue, institutional arrangement, environment issue. It's only that we are going to tackle. We are not going above the law. We have just been abiding by the law, but we are following the law of all of the Namibian people. What we're going to do here, we are going to talk what we're supposed to share with the youth, and also to want it also the young people voting for Nuto. Simple.
Thank you.
Good evening, listeners outside. Good evening, presenter. I'm from the Christian Democratic Voice of Namibia. For the question which is there on our side as the new formed Christian party on the youth issue is that as we are upcoming new political party, we are still looking into the situation whereby our youth has been neglected through different programs and different perspectives that they are will be part and parcel of the Namibia Youth Council of Namibia. As the Christian Democratic Voice representative the youth, in the absence of my Vice Secretary, which cannot make it today, I just want to put it clear that our youth in Namibia is really, most of them are really not take part when it comes to programs that are implemented, programs that are initiative. And you can see as far as you can go is that we as the CDV is very concerned that most of the youth are blaming that they are not engaged in certain programs. But as we are saying, as a political party, and we want to look into the policies whereby we can assist the youth in the upcoming years that will come for 5 years, and this is what we want to do as the CDV to accommodate them and see how we can stand for the youth, how we can develop programs for them, and so on. I thank you for now.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, Namibia. My fellow colleagues in politics and the moderators. Now, I'm sure this face is not a new face. It's only a familiar face in a different outfit. Anyhow, I'm representing the Republican Party of Namibia. My name is Visto Sabisa. And just as an entry point, Namibians are very, very reluctant to realize the facts. And the fact is, unless you empower those who can serve you, you will always have a system that will fail you. And we as the Republican Party, our message is simple. Make us strong, and we will make you strong. The reality is here. Over the past 24 years, Namibia has been having a system of literally a one-party state. And it's not been deliberate, but this has been done by the Namibians. And this year, with the percentage of registered voters, especially amongst the youth, this is the year that that system can either be strengthened or it can be broken. And for us as the Republican Party, we say that there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop not only the youth, mind you, not only the youth, but every Namibian citizen who has the interest of the country at heart. There's nothing that can stop them from changing the current state of affairs. And what we are saying as the Republican Party is, if you have an interest for the benefit, not only of yourself, but future generations to come, I believe this is the year that you have to put your mark and put down your foot and say enough is enough. But we as the Republican Party, we are confident and highly optimistic that a lot of people have seen that the system is failing. And we are there with the alternative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let me thank everybody for the invitation to the election march. This is Kelvin Konjeni Naholo. Before we even go any further, I'm a social activist representing the RDP, the Rally for Democracy and Progress. Before I go into deliberations, let me just start off by denouncing the incidents that happened in Oshakati, of whereby RDP members were battered by hooligans who think they own this country and its resources. The RDP is a party that was formed on the principles of democracy and the rule of law. The RDP was formed by forward-looking Namibians, patriotic, mind you, patriotic Namibians. And then its aim was to empower the youth. These forward-looking Namibians, they found out that the youth had no hope. And then if we are not going to do anything, then they will be in despair. There is employment crisis. The 2008 Labor Ministry's survey shows that 52% of Namibians are unemployed. And who makes up this 52% is the youth. It's the youth who are queuing up at NSFAF to collect loans, and whereby most of them who are at university or tertiary institutions are driven away that there is no money. Where is the money? The money is misplaced. It's given to those that already have. The cartel out there, which is aimed at enriching itself at the behest of the Namibian people. So with these few remarks, let me pass on the mic to Mike.
Good evening, and good evening to your viewers. My name is Salo Mohei, and I'm representing the SWAPO Party Youth League, by extension, the SWAPO Party. Firstly, I would like to thank the thousands of our people who have come out to endorse our manifesto. Our manifesto has been a process where we're trying to get the mandate from our people to legitimize the state of the organs of the state. Further to that, we are fully conscious that 40% of the youth that have registered are 70% of those that are under the age of 30. We are also conscious that the SWAPO Party Youth League represent the majority of these young people. These people remain the hope of the future. We as the Youth League are of the view that the only vehicle, the only organization that can give a proper future to these people will be the SWAPO Party. Remember that our education in the 2014-2015 budget year have been one of the biggest allocations. We had 13 billion, which contribute about 24% of the overall budget. We have given over 856 million to the Student Finance Assistance Scheme to make sure that we take our people through education. An enlightened future through an enlightened youth is the only thing that are going to make sure that we reach the aspirations of our people. Further to that, we are also conscious that at the turn of independence, the SWAPO Party was entrusted with a mandate of delivering political freedom. We have delivered political freedom. We have delivered a constitutional democracy. We are in the process of reviewing the relationship with the means of production. The young people, we are fully conscious that of the unemployment rate that currently exists, you constitute the biggest. The only people that are able to make sure that you get absorbed within the economic structure will be through the movement that has been proven, the party you can trust. The legacy continues. It's an indication that SWAPO has got a history of performing, SWAPO has got a history of delivering, and as we move into the future, we will deliver. We also want to tell our young people that for us to canvass for the young vote is not an election. For us, it's a political program of action. We are constantly engaged with our young people. We understand what the aspirations of the young people are, and we are giving them hope through education and the relationship to improve their relationship with the means of production. Vote for SWAPO young people.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Daniel Tanep from UDF Youth League. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere condolences to Dr. Miles Monroe bereaved family, particularly to his son. Dr. Miles is one of the spiritual leaders that has also seen Namibia as the home. Therefore, I believe that all Namibians are grieving for his passing on. But nevertheless, UDF is the party that has been, that is, and shall be. UDF party has always have the pledge of the nation at heart. During previous government, UDF party has worked hand in hand with those which has been in exile to support the liberation of Namibia. Today, UDF history has never been recorded, and people have cut a myth or as such a stigma over the party itself. But UDF party is here to save. UDF party is the tested party that shall always have the pledge of the youth, irrespective of the insubordination as well as the pressure they endure in the region they are governing. UDF party will, by means of giving an opportunity through the means of, through central government capital projects, will serve the people of Gunene, particularly at large, with together, they are hosting the Namibian nation unselfishly. So I would like to condemn that first. Before I have to say that UDF condemns the current situation of corruption that is currently taking place, particularly in the city Windhoek, whereby people are unselfishly and undemocratically supporting those that are very close under them. UDF party is having sincerity for those homeless people that are suffering. Nevertheless, UDF party is also very much concerned about the unemployment that is currently taking place, that has never been addressed by the current government. So therefore, in conclusion, I would like to urge the young people to vote for UDF party.
Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. Thank you, viewers at home. I'm Willem Hoogterud, representing the United People's Movement from Rehoboth and the whole of the country. As I'm representing the UPM Youth League as the national chairman. And my belief and the party's belief is to cater for the young, for the youth, because they are the future leaders. We as the elderly are on our way out. So we need to make way for the younger generation to take over. That is why I also believe that we should cater for the youth. The other opposition parties, the ruling parties, they were there. They was there, they were there, and they are still here. But none of them did ever cater for the young, for the youth. Not even in parliament, in any speech of them. So my belief is, and I want to urge the youth today, give the mandate to the UPM, the United People's Movement, the party that really cares for the youth. Give them the mandate to represent you as from next year in Parliament, and so that you can become involved in politics and get committed in those things and get interested in what is going on in and around in our beloved country. I thank you.
Thank you.